Welcome to an enchanting radio show where the realms of the unknown come alive. Join your host, Katie Weaver, as she delves into the mystical, the supernatural, and the unexplained. Each episode promises a journey beyond the ordinary, exploring psychic phenomena, readings, energy work, and all things metaphysical. Tune in, open your mind, and let the magic of the show wash over you. Get ready to embark on a mystical adventure with Katie Weaver, your guide to the mysterious on the airwaves. Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Katie Weaver Show. This is Katie. I'm your host. I'm so happy to be here. If you are listening live, it is the 12th day of September. I almost said December. What are we doing? We want this fall of September. It's about 11 a.m. Pacific time, and we are live. I want to welcome you so much to the show. I am so grateful for all of you joining me today and being a part of my journey. I want to let you know that if you are listening on 1-2 Radio, we are over in the chat room, and you can find me by heading over to 12radio.com. Click on the chat button, and you'll be redirected into the Facebook chat. If you are on a live or would like to be on the live stream, just head over to YouTube or Facebook and look for Katie Weaver, Domestic Mystic, and you'll find it there. So, Simple Simon. If you're commenting in either of the live streams, I do have my eyes on that as well. So, whatever chat you're in, know that I do see what you're saying and I am interacting with you. And I don't know why every single week I realize that I've got some vinyl stuff sitting over here from a vinyl project that I just keep not putting away. I don't even see it or think about it till I'm on this live stream. So maybe this is the week. I blame Matea. Well, kind of. We were uh, we were asked to help decorate a car for one of the weddings that we had in August, and we thought it would be cute to cut semi-permanent vinyl, or well, removable vinyl, instead of doing like a bunch of chalk paint and stuff like that. So we cut a bunch of like wedding images and just married and their names and the date of their wedding and stuff. And that's what the kids decorated their car with. And it was super cute. And I saw that couple last week and it's still on their car and it looks super cute. So what can I say? Anyway, it was for a good cause, but I should definitely put it away at some point. But that's just a peek into the mind of, someone such as myself and how my brain works. Anyway, guys, welcome. I wondered how you're doing. How was your week? We're moving into this new moon energy that is kind of as grouchy as the full moon energy was. So, uh, oh, great. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. It's going to be an interesting, energetic week, I think. But and then, of course, the big question, what did you think of my new intro? Now, those of you that listened to it might have thought, the intro music could have been longer at the beginning and the end because that's what I was thinking. But if you were in the live stream, I'm very curious to know what you guys thought and feel free to be honest. Uh, I had mixed reviews from people I shared it with between that's pretty cool and that's pretty creepy. So I would like to know. So if you weren't in the live and you didn't see it, what it is on it's an avatar, like a Pixar style avatar of me speaking. It's just new AI tech that I was playing with. So I'm curious to see what you guys think. So that's what AI thought I would look like based on a photo of me in Pixar style or in Pixar world, essentially. Yeah. And it was my voice. I did record the voiceover. So anyway, I'm curious. Did you think it was creepy? I think that the voice and the words didn't match as well as I would like them, or the voice and the mouth of the avatar was not my favorite. But I think it could have matched up better. But anyway, just playing with stuff and having fun. My intro is like 3 years old, and I keep telling myself every week, "Hello, you've got to make a new intro." So here we are. But I'm curious. I did like the script a lot. I liked the intro to the show. I liked a lot. So we'll we'll go there. Well, Tiffany, I am very glad you got the YouTube reminder for sure. Hello to Renee and Geraldine and Denise and Tiffany. And Lillian and Sherry and Sid and Lori and Pamela and everybody else. Laurie said she wants to listen to it again. She didn't hear the whole thing. Should we just listen to it again? I'll play it again. I really am very curious to hear what you guys think. Oh, Lillian went off and went to YouTube again. Didn't know it was me. Yeah. So anyway, AI. It's wild stuff. Let's play it again. It's 35 seconds. Welcome to an enchanting radio show where the realms of the unknown come alive. Join your host, Katie Weaver, as she delves into the mystical, the supernatural, and the unexplained. Each episode promises a journey beyond the ordinary, exploring psychic phenomena, readings, energy work, and all things metaphysical. Tune in, open your mind, and let the magic of the show wash over you. Get ready to embark on a mystical adventure with Katie Weaver, your guide to the mysterious on the airwaves. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Lillian did not like it. She likes the old song, though. The old song. Yeah, I like the old song too. We'll see what we can do. We'll play with it. We'll see. So, I did go camping over the weekend. It was great. We went to a place not too far from us on the Snake River with family that we don't get to see very often. And we had a wonderful, wonderful time. I really appreciated it. It was fun. And it was just it was a good time. It was nice to just kick back a little bit. We played a lot of cornhole. And I will have to tell you that Kara and I have gotten damn good. Not good enough to win. The first on Saturday we had a ladder ball tournament that we flamed out of real quick. We aren't that good, but on Sunday we had our cornhole tournament, and we took second place. And in fact, we beat the champs and had to put them in a double dip situation to beat us, and then we lost. But it's okay. It's probably fine, right? Y'all like my face better than the avatar face. Okay, okay. Sid said AI, anything related doesn't resonate with me. It seems like Pandora's box. I really hate it when an AI even invades surveys trying to put words in your mouth. For sure. AI is a very interesting slippery slope. It is it's a reality. It's a reality. And it is definitely quickly becoming a big part of our world. And so I think it's smart to learn about it and understand it and also recognize it, because what's happening and what the big fear is that it isn't that hard to generate pictures on AI platforms that could put people in on positions. For example, politicians, it wouldn't be hard. It's not hard to create photos of them. Not that people couldn't have done this with Photoshop too, but less people. But in bad positions. I've also seen people sending around on social media pictures that were AI generated that they think are accurate of just any old thing, like one of a baby peacock that I keep seeing sent around that is definitely not a baby peacock. It's an AI generated baby peacock. It's cute, but it's not accurate. And that's what I think we need to be careful about and aware of. Hey, Geraldine, is being very discerning. We've needed a lot of that the last few years anyway, and we need to continue to. do that, but be very discerning of what we are seeing, what we're hearing, what we're reading. So that's what I'll say about AI. AI is a reality. It's already here. We're It's already in use in a lot of different ways. Some ways that are absolutely brilliant, that are going to be really good for us, and other ways that we need to. It is so cute, the baby peacock, but in other ways that we really need to just be careful and just ask questions and be aware, and remember that just because it's on Facebook doesn't mean it's true. So that's what I'll say about that. But I get it entirely, Sid. I Yeah. But again, I feel like this is a time for us to be very, very wise about what we choose to consume and what we choose to believe, and that's it. Oh, Sid said it's visceral repulsion and the fact that most customer service PH calls are AI driven. Oh yeah, big news is it's going to start using it to get more taxes out of us. Oh, and that I don't know about, but yeah, yeah. Of course, I'm not one to ever answer the phone unless I know who is calling anyway. I'm too polite. I don't want to get trapped on the phone with somebody that I can't get off the phone with. And so I'm more likely to just not answer. Also, I figure if anyone is truly trying to get a hold of me, they'll leave a voicemail or they will text me. And that's a better way to get a hold of me anyway. But yes. Yeah. Okay. Geraldine said she's been a hot mess between health and retrogrades. I have too, actually. I have too. My gosh. But I went to the doctor yesterday and had 2 shots in the butt, and I'm actually feeling quite a bit better. Really, really good night's sleep. So, anyway, yeah, I'm with you on that. Emotional as hell and just, whew, yikes. But I ordered some new clothes this morning because I am taking a road trip in 2 weeks with my sisters and my daughters and my nephew Mike to go to Halloween Town in Oregon, and we're so excited. But I realized, what am I going to wear? And I need to get some stuff here so I can embroider it and do the cute stuff on it that I want to do. Yes, I'm super excited. Geraldine said, "Hey JR, I haven't been sleeping because of meds, so my memory isn't working very well. You're a Cancer, right? And Scott's a Scorpio. Yes, yep, that's correct. Ooh, not sleeping is so damaging to your mental health so fast. I get that entirely. I have a combination. I have a certain combination of things I do at night. And when I do that, I do great. If any one thing is out of place, I do not. And when we in camping, Mateo slept with me, and the first night she's like, "Well, that sucked." And I said, "It did." And she goes, "You kicked your legs all night." I was like, "Did I?" I didn't sleep well, but I didn't realize I was kicking my legs. And then I realized uh, why, because I forgot to put part of my combination is a 500 milligram of Tylenol at night, and I didn't have it in my box for because I forgot. So when I fixed that, the second night was better. But poor Matt, the first night got kicked all night apparently. So sorry. Let's see. JR said, "What's the Halloween town's name?" It's called St. Helens, but not like Mount St. Helens in Washington. It's St. Helens, Oregon. Also, apparently, our Airbnb, which by the way, we chose an Airbnb that is called something like Sasquatch's Haven. It has something to do with Sasquatch or Bigfoot, so it was obviously perfect for us. But it is very near the Goonies house. Yeah. So we're going to go see the Goonies house. So we will take our distance and be respectful because I just read in the news that that's been a thing recently. The owner of the Goonies house is sick and tired of people wanting to see the Goonies house. So we'll be super, super careful and, you know, not be a problem. But still, pretty exciting. Also, in St. Helens, a couple of the houses from Twilight are in St. Helens. So you get to go to Halloween Town, you get to see the Twilight houses, and then we'll get to see the Goonies house too. So I know we're just fangirling it all weekend long. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, but not for a couple of weeks, which is good because I've had a lot of travel lately and I just need to stay my fanny home and get some shit done and feel better. Yep. Lillian, oh, said I have to remember to look up the Goonies. Don't know what the heck they are except for being in a movie. Right. It is a movie. Yeah. Yep. And the house where the kids live, where, the show opens and a lot of the stuff happens, yeah, it's that house. Now, listen, it would be even cooler if there was a tour of like the pirate ship and you know, but if you could take a boat into where the pirate ship was and tour that, and I mean, I know I'm getting wild here and it doesn't exist, but damn, that would be fun. Ah, I love it. Thanks, Geraldine. Oh, she said, I love your spoons concept. Oh, this is such a good, uh, my kids have really keyed into spoons. And even over the weekend when we were camping, Matea said, do you have enough spoons to blah, blah, blah? And I went, I am teaching these kids right. I love the goodies too, spirit. And you know what's funny about it? When I was in Missoula last weekend with Christy and Rhonda, um, when we were taking a rest in our hotel, the Goonies were on TV and we watched it. So, see, it is meant to be. And as far as the Twilight houses, that's the whole reason Mike is going. He is a huge Twilight fan. So, he's very, very excited to get to see the Twilight houses and experience that. So, it's going to be fun, I think. Is the town all year round? Well, yeah, there's like a town square apparently that is the Halloween town adventure. So, yeah, yep. I'm super, super excited. Of course, I would adopt you, Geraldine. What are you saying? I think we'll have a lot of fun. We're all going in one car, uh, so that because that's a big part of the fun of a road trip, right? Because we're going to be in the car a lot, but you got to be in the same car so there can be plenty of laughing and messing around and having fun. Yeah. Oh, Sherry said my kids and Hubs played Scum. It was fun. Scum is so much fun. If you guys have never played Scum, you have to learn how and play it. It's a card game. It's just a regular deck of cards. It's the funnest. Scum is a blast. I say this because I win Scum a lot for some reason. I'm just really lucky with Scum. Or maybe I have some good strategery going on up here. I don't know. But it's pretty great. I don't know. JR, I think they're up year round, but I don't know. I'll have to tell you after we go it. You do call it presidents. Yeah. Some people call it presidents or presidents and assholes. Yeah. So I don't know. I'll tell you after I go. We are not taking the RV. Nope, we're going in Kara's car. Yep. The picket fence background, is it computer generated or is that it's actually a fabric. It's a sarong. The walls in here, this was Matea's bedroom before it was my office. Actually, it was Micah's bedroom when he was really little. Then it was Matea's bedroom. And she painted the walls a dark maroon. And they're pretty, but they are not pretty in on camera at all. And so I always have a wall hanging behind me because those walls are too dark. And actually, the wall that's directly behind me now, since I moved my desk, is a chalkboard wall. So I could take the sarong down and do some big piece of chalkboard art behind me, but to be honest, I probably won't. so, so there you go, I guess. Well, hey, Quelly. Uh, we were going to start opening the show with a meditation, and that is still my intention. So now that we've got our chatting out of the way, yep. Right after keeping Matea up all night, it's true. I know. this girl. Well, the second night when I woke up, the next morning, she had Luca. She was sound asleep with Luca, like, in her arms like this, like, holding him tight. And I just thought it was cute. And I said, "Oh, that's so sweet the way you were cuddling with Luca." And she said, "Well, every time I woke up, he was asleep with his paws all pressed into your back like he was pushing you off the bed. So I scooted over and held on to him so that he could not push you off the bed. See how this kid has my back?" Yeah, that's just normal Luca's sleepy behavior. The problem is we sleep in a king size bed at home. And when we go camping, we sleep in a queen, and we're just all a lot more crowded. And so, yeah, these dogs are used to being able to stretch out. And me. I'm also the problem. It's me. But all right. She is a sweetie pie, and she's always thinking about what, like what I need, or what's in my best interest. So it's very sweet of her. All right. Let's talk. Let's do a meditation. Um, we're not going to do anything fancy today. I'm going to lead it out. I have music, and I'm going to basically just let it play. I I have other things planned for other days, but I'm going to be honest. I think a lot of us really just need a return to meditation. So I'm going to take you through a little bit of breathing, and then I'm going to just get out of your way and let you do it, and I'm going to do it too. So, first, I'm just going to invite you to start taking a few deep breaths and getting comfortable. We'll start there. So, we'll breathe together. And a good deep breath out. About 3 times. And then I'm going to invite you to take your index finger and pointer finger of either hand and just start tapping on your thymus. As fast or slow as you want. Just activating your senses. And in that tap, allowing yourself to just release. Release any tension your body's carrying. Let's move now to your thighs, both hands. Just tapping, flat palmed, tapping your thighs. Breathing deeply, grounding into your body. Just allowing yourself to relax and release any pressure you've been holding in your head, your neck, your shoulders, your jaw, your back, and any other part of you that you could be holding on to stress or tension in. Just breathing. And as we're tapping our legs, just allowing that stress to move through us into the ground, carried away through our root chakra. Good. And now you can stop tapping. Just relax. You don't have to do anything for the next few minutes. I'm just going to invite you to just be. When intrusive thoughts come, and they may, just wrap them in a bubble and let them float away. And returning to our consciousness now, waking consciousness, transitioning from a deep meditative state into a waking state. Again with breath, taking a big deep breath in, feeling that air enter your lungs, holding it for about 3 counts and releasing. And again, good. And returning to waking consciousness. Very good. It's a good way to get us going. Okay. Alrighty. Sandy, I will hopefully get to you. I don't know if we're going to get to readings today or not. I'm hoping we do. Uh, but welcome. Good to see your face. Lillian said, I'm so relaxed. Loved it. What do you think of grounding mats? I think they're really cool. I do. Honestly, I think one of the biggest, well, I have three, maybe five things that I think are the biggest disruptors of our energy bodies currently. The first is electronics, and you just can't escape them. They're everywhere. They're in your hands. They're in your home. They are in every store you go to. They are everywhere. So rather than fight against electronics, what if we do things to offset the energetic experience that we're having with them? I think it's why so many of our young adults and teenagers are so depressed. I don't know that I think it's because of social media. I think it might just be because of the constant dive, and social media is probably a part of it, but just the constant deep dive into the electronic world that isn't really grounded in a full space of reality. So I think that things like grounding mats are really, really smart. Yeah. Uh, the other things that I think are contributing, uh, I think that we have a chronic lack of sleep in our world. I feel like our bodies just need more than they're getting pretty much across the board. If you're somebody who sleeps well and has enough time to sleep and go to sleep when you want to and wake when you want to, more power to you. A lot of people don't. They're burning the candle at both ends. They don't sleep well due to lots of different factors. And uh, saying chronic fatigue, I don't mean like the illness, though it could be. But moreover, I mean, just the chronic lack of sleep, I think, is having a major effect on mental health in our world. One of the other contributors, I think, to a lot of disruption are energy drinks. And if you drink energy drinks, please don't feel shamed or called out in any way. There's lots of energy drinks at my house too. But I think that we are overdoing energy drinks in a way that is causing people to not be very grounded and centered in their bodies. It's helping elevate you to a place that is anxiety inducing. And if you're doing them frequently throughout the day, it's keeping you in that place and not grounded and centered in your body. The other thing is, I think that we have a chronic lack of electrolytes in our diets: salt, calcium, magnesium, and others. And now, how could we have a lack of salt? I know. But actually, chronic low sodium really, really is ungrounding and keeps you from being fully centered in your body. But magnesium is the one that is my biggest worry. And the fact that when we supplement with magnesium, the cheapest and most readily available source to buy is magnesium citrate. And there's nothing wrong with magnesium citrate if you're using that to help relax your muscles and help with your digestive system. But If you are looking for magnesium to help with anxiety and mental health, you should look beyond citrate to other kinds of magnesium, and nobody knows that. And that I think is a it's a conundrum. It's a problem. So, not that anyone asked, but those are those are some of the things that I think are disruptors of our mental health and of our energy bodies currently. And so, a really good calcium or magnesium supplement at night that is not citrate that some of the others. Grounding mats I think are great. Time outside is great. Electronic free time is great. Getting your feet in the grass or the sand or the dirt or, dare I say, the snow? I don't want to. Uh, it's great. Tapping is great, isn't it? Tapping is so easy and it's great. It's such a great way to return to yourself in a big hurry. There's lots of tools and techniques, and we'll keep working on them, every week. But those are some of my thoughts. So, Lillian, that's a 5-minute answer to a very brief question, but there you go. She said, I can't wake up. I'm so relaxed. Good. It's what we needed. We've all been carrying more tension than we should be. Have you noticed that 9/11 is a hard day for empaths? Even if you were not directly affected by 9/11, I mean, you were if you're an American, no matter what, and the whole world kept a hard look on it, and some people were really directly affected. But even if none of those things are true for you, or only lightly true for you, 9/11 is a hard, heavy day for empaths. And yesterday was 9/11. And I feel like we're all carrying some tension right now that's not ours that we probably needed some help releasing. So let's go take a look at Luminous real quick here. There's a few things in there I wanted to go over. If you subscribe, then you already received it earlier today. I just did a wooded, magical woodland for the cover this week. Love all the mushrooms. Okay, I called this week's magazine the Sweaters and Coffee Edition. We are definitely rolling into fall, and I said we might be wearing sweaters in the air conditioning, but damn it, we're wearing them, right? I know. It's not really fall yet in a lot of ways, but we're going to pretend like it is because god damn it, we want fall. Yes, yeah, Pamela uses magnesium glycinate. The citrate may make you poopy. Yeah, and some people use it for that very reason. But yeah, but it's the glycinate and some of the others that are way better for anxiety and mental health if that's why you're using magnesium. And magnesium is it's at a premium. For some reason, we are just not getting enough in our diets, or we're not getting quality magnesium, or our bodies just aren't absorbing it and taking it. So, supplementing it is not a bad idea at night. Hear that on magnesium at night. Don't take that first thing in the morning. Take it at night. Uh, we really do want fall. It's fall. By God, it is. That's it. Okay. I put together in my musings 5 reflections for understanding your spiritual beliefs. Now, maybe you think that you are solid in your spiritual beliefs. And maybe you are. But I believe that it's important every so often to re examine what you believe. You might surprise yourself, regardless of what age you are or what path in your life you are, by sitting with these questions and just reflecting on them. Now, you might actually write these out in a journal. Great. You might actually just think them out for yourself, or maybe you'll talk them out with someone else. Maybe some of them will jump out at you, maybe some of them won't. I'm not going to tell you how to do you, but these are 5 thought wow, provoking questions to just help you take a look at your own spirituality. The great thing about walking a spiritual path is it is not a religious path. Spirituality can work well with your religion or not. Spirituality can be your religion of sorts if that's what you want. But spirituality does not demand that you believe any dogma. Spirituality does not demand that you be loyal to the cause, right? You can take bits and pieces. If there are some things about certain paths that really resonate with you and some things that don't, spirituality says that's fine. You get to trust yourself. You get to take the bits and pieces that you love and you get to leave the rest behind, which I believe is how everything should be. But here we go. Reflect on your earliest memories related to spirituality or religion. How have these early experiences shaped your current beliefs and practices? Describe a moment in your life when you felt a strong connection to something greater than yourself. What were the circumstances and how did it impact your sense of spirituality? Explore a time when you questioned or challenged your spiritual beliefs. What triggered this doubt and what insights did you gain from this experience? Imagine your ideal spiritual journey. If you could design your own path to spiritual growth and understanding, what would it look like? How would it align with your core beliefs and values? Consider the role of community in your spiritual life. How has being part of a spiritual or religious community influenced your beliefs and practices? What benefits or challenges have you encountered in this context? Now, again, some of these questions may really speak to you and some of them may not now or may not, right? But that's okay. This is just for reflection. We're just talking about reflecting on yourself, what you believe, and giving yourself permission to believe what is right for you. Okay. Kelly says this moon is a mother. Talking about the new moon this week, the counterpart to that last full moon, I guess, because it was a real mother too. But she's got a lot to say here. She also provided these great mothers for every sign, which I thought was pretty cool. I loved it. So, for example, maybe if I can just get there. Uh, this is regarding your natal moon information. So Aries, your mom was the leader of the house. Brave, bold, competitive, athletic. She may have been overbearing or too dominant. An Aries moon often indicates childhood or mother related trauma. I'm not going to do every sign, but you can read yours and see how that works out for you and apply that to your mother or mom persona in your life and how you are as a mother or a mother persona. My tip of the week, you've seen it before, but every fall it has to come. These are the magical properties of pumpkin spice. Like it or don't, pumpkin spice is here. It is pumpkin spice season. I had a pumpkin spice latte well, I was going to say for breakfast, but I'm still nursing it right now. It was homemade. I actually really like the way I do it. Mine is just half and half, sugar free French vanilla syrup from Torani, and pumpkin spice seasonings. Just I have a blend that I just put in my coffee. And I would take mine over when you buy from the coffee shop any day. Partly because, it's about 1,000% cheaper, but also I love it. So let's talk about the magical properties of pumpkin spice. Cinnamon is all about clairvoyance, consecration, divination, energy, good luck, love, money, passion, peace, prosperity, protection, psychic development, and success. Think cinnamon is a powerful herb or a powerful spice? Yeah, it is a very powerful spice. Nutmeg, my favorite of all of the spices, to be fair. Prosperity, good luck, psychic awareness, fortune, clairvoyance, divination, justice, and meditation. Allspice, money, luck, healing, compassion, determination, energy, fertility, gain, love, renewal, and as an aphrodisiac. Cloves, protection, banishing hostile and negative forces. Think about the pomodors that people would make, right? Pushing cloves into oranges or grapefruits to create this hanging that was about protection and banishing hostile and negative forces. And of course, gaining what is sought. And ginger enhances magical work and for protection from negative influences. So, with all of that known, how can you not like pumpkin spice? Right? Oh, Jacqueline, thank you. She said she's using Magatine. It's Magtein, Magtein by Now brand. It's magnesium L threonate, right? Suggested by the motivational doc on YouTube. Thank you for that. That I think is the brand that I've been looking for too. I've been using citrate forever, but I am making the change. Okay. Our energy exercise from Christy this week is calm mind. We can use all the calm mind we can get. Heart happenings with Ginger are messages for the zodiac for the week ahead. Beautiful messages from Ginger this week. So thank you as always. Over at True Crime Squad. Oh man. Talking about Ruby Frankie and Jody Hildebrandt. If you've not heard about these two fools, yikes. But if you're into true crime, of course, all of our true crimey stuff is over there. Anita brings us the goddess Sarasvati. She's the Hindu goddess of knowledge, music, and the arts. And Jamie has a video this week about Mercury going direct, the Virgo new moon, called Reset Things. Like your attitude. Just kidding. I meant my attitude, but maybe we are ready for a bit of a reset. But that is luminous this week. So I hope that you find some gems in there. It's been an interesting journey for me as of late. Oh, well, I did something that and maybe you will be surprised to hear I hadn't done this before, but I finally filed the correct paperwork a few weeks ago to officially remove myself from the rolls of the Mormon Church. I haven't considered myself to be a member in 20 years, but I was still on their books. There's reasons why, mostly because I live in a town that is, according to the census, 99% LDS. And the people in my town are wonderful in many ways and are also incredibly fear based and judgmental in others. And when my kids were still in school, it didn't feel to me like a good time to remove them and myself and Scott. And I also thought I didn't ever baptize my kids. So for some reason, that made me think that they were not listed as members of the Mormon church, but they were because we blessed them when they were babies. And so it became important to me just recently to go ahead and do that work to actually remove ourselves off of the roles of the church, mostly because I felt like this was the right time for it. I don't want to be there, and so we did our paperwork. It's not easy to be removed. There's a fair amount of you have to have signed notary, a notary signed paperwork to do so, and so that's kind of I'm still waiting. We haven't heard back that we're done, but that's what I've been working on, and it's it has triggered for me just a new desire to reaffirm my own spirituality, reevaluate it. It's probably why I put that in Luminous this week for all of us, because that's what I've been thinking about. But anyway, interesting Full circle moment, I guess. Shireen also shared the magnesium that she uses. It has 7 forms of magnesium. That's awesome. Honestly, I just cannot stress enough the importance of enough magnesium and good magnesium. So this is called Magnesium Plus. Oh, Magnesium Breakthrough is what it's called by Bio Optimizers. That looks amazing, Shireen. Absolutely. Good, good, good. Okay. All right. The Facebook Live is under it's my pro page, my Katie Weaver Domestic Mystic page, Geraldine. Yeah. Lillian said, organized religion. Interesting, but no. Agreed. Agreed. I just feel no desire to be a part of an organized religion. I just don't. Uh, Sid said that's a huge accomplishment, even if it's a formality at this point. Notaries always make things a little more challenging, though. Well, Christy's a notary. So it wasn't a hard thing. I went through it. There's a company that you can make a donation to them. They will give you all the paperwork you need to. You don't have to pay them, but I did because I appreciated them. But they give you the forms that you need to sign. You sign them, you have them notarized, you send them back to them, and then they submit them to the law offices that represent the church. Yeah, like it's wild, but this is good. This is something that I've needed to do for me, and yeah, I feel really good about it. I'm just waiting, hoping we get our official letters soon. But the reason I didn't do it sooner, like I said, is that I wasn't sure if it would have a negative effect on my kids at school. I don't expect that it will be a secret. It probably won't be. I think it's supposed to be, or whatever. I don't care. I'm talking about it on the air, so it's not a secret. But yeah, I just wasn't sure if they would face any weirdness or discrimination or attempts to, missionary work geared towards them. So I've just been a little bit careful. But the reason that came up for me is that Christy and I have expanded our podcast. Sometimes we'll do a sub podcast on our true crime podcast. Like we have a sub podcast that's all for Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell. We just opened a second sub podcast specifically for all of the true crime stories that we have followed over the years, that we've reported on over the years, and ones to come that are uh, adjacent to the Mormon church. So, Mormon members, sometimes the church itself. And it's not meant to be defamatory in any way. However, people that do not understand the church don't understand sometimes what these crimes are all about. There's things that they don't get. And we have an interesting perspective on that. And so, it's one of the things that did us well in De Belvallo and lots of other cases. So, but the Ruby Frankie Jody Hildebrandt situation is definitely one of those. So, anyway, that's where it's at for us. Just stuff we're working on. All right. I had 2 readings I wanted to get to quickly. One was for Tiffany, who is having a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Tiff. She said, I would love to do a quick birthday reading for you. I'm going to pull you a few cards. She said, how do you feel I'm doing with beating COVID? Percentage may be healed. Thank you. I feel like I know it's been slowly but surely, but I feel like you are beating COVID. I suspect that it'll be 2 or 3 months before you feel like you're back completely to yourself. But I don't feel like all of that time you're sick, right? I mean, I feel like it's just that's as long as I feel like it'll take for your lungs to feel back to how they had been feeling. I know to say, 100% is probably not accurate with your lungs, but, I feel like 2 or 3 months. And then you'll finally go, okay, I think I finally have shed this and I'm done with it. But I don't feel like that means that you're going to be like I said, totally drugged out and sick the whole time. I think you're just still going to notice it in your lungs for a while. But percentage healed comes up for me around 65% right now, maybe a little more. I feel like you've done a good job of resting and taking care of yourself and advocating for yourself, even with, some chaos going down in your life. Okay, so I'm just going to pull you some cards for your birthday for this trip around the sun that is like full of adventures for you, brand new adventures. So I'm loving it. Okay, so the first card is this material and spiritual prosperity. This, I think, has a lot to do with your move and with, just kind of turning over some new leaves and moving, not just house, but also like your life around. So this is what's pending currently, and that's pretty exciting. So I love that. All right. The second card is deception and envy. This is family. I feel like this is family that's having a hard time letting you change, letting you move on. And I think that you just really have to give yourself permission to do those things. Give yourself permission. Everyone else has had permission to make their own choices, to live their life the way they wanted to. And you have not always had that luxury. And I feel like this is your moment. And so you have to refuse to let yourself be manipulated or feel bad in any way. But some of what you'll catch coming at you is some envy for your new situation. And then the last card is accelerated motion. Accelerated motion means we see things moving faster. Uh, Pick it up. And I feel like that's true once you are moved and settled that you're going to just, it's going to be about a really, going to get my words together. It's going to be quite the whirlwind for you, I think, until after Christmas. Sometime around January, I feel like you'll experience a really good, like winter solstice style slowdown where you'll be able to rest a little bit and then get super creative and work on some of the things that are important to you. So, happiest of birthdays to you. Okay. And then the other person I wanted to get to was Sandy. Sandy said, if you're doing readings, I have a question. There's a man I really like from work, but I haven't seen him at work for a while. Any messages on that, please? He feels really far away from you, Sandy. Are we sure he still works there? He feels to me like he is maybe going in a different direction. Uh, if he no longer works there, it would be worth it to connect with him on social media. If he still does, that might not be professional to do. Uh, but I got to tell you, I feel like this is likely not something that's going to come together at this point. Sorry about that. Yeah. Geraldine asks for suggestions on guided meditations and sleep. Well, as I said, magnesium. Guided meditations for sleep. There are so many of them on YouTube. It's just insane. Go over to YouTube and just type it in. Look for guided imagery or guided meditations for sleep, and you will find a bazillion of them. Try a few out, see what you like. I don't really feel like there's any point in paying any more for meditations because there are so many that people are freely giving. So listen to a few and see what you love. But I will always say that binaural beats is a good way to go if it's for sleep. Binaural beats or solfeggio tones. Really, really good additions to meditation. So I would look for those, particularly, Geraldine, but go check it out and have some fun with it. Listen to lots of things and see what really resonates with you. All righty. Well, you guys, we have done it per normal. We've talked down to the end of the show. So thank you so much for being here. I do want to let you know that it is 1 2 day. And that means that we're having our monthly celebration over at 1 2 Listen. Of course, that is the psychic hotline that I do work on. And so we're on sale today. I'm on sale at a greatly reduced rate. And I have my 20-minute time-based session on sale for a ridiculously great price. So I'm going to post a link in here for you guys so that you can see it and pick it up if you want to. Just know that when you buy a time-based session, this one is for 20 minutes. The next time you call me at 12Listen, the computer will process that. So that's kind of how that system works. But I would love to talk to you if there's anything I can do to help you out. That's uh that's really how to do it. And truly picking up the 12Listen or the 1 2 day sale time based session is probably the least expensive way you will ever have to talk to me. And so just FYI, it's a good one to pick up and hang on to until you're ready. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being a part of my path. Thank you for all of the love and support. I appreciate it very, very much. Please be good to yourselves, and I'll be back next week, same place, same time. You have been listening to The Katie Weaver Show here on 1 2 Radio, where we're changing the way we listen to the world.